Hello students, welcome back to another social studies video. Today we are looking at the 2022 CSEC Social Studies paper 1 questions. Remember, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe at the end of this video. Let us begin. Question 1 says, in which of the following family types or cultural traditions passed from older members to children most easily? And if your answer to question 1 is, what do you think the answer is? Letter B, extended family. Question 2, Maxine Lewis lived with her unmarried mother and father. The union between her parents can best be described as, and if you know the answer to question 2, what is it? If your answer is letter C, common law union, you are definitely correct. Question 3, item 3 and 4 refers to the following scenario. Susan is 26 years old. She's married, has 2 children, and a well-paid job. Her husband died in a motor vehicle accident. Soon after his death, Susan and her children went to live with her parents, her brother, and his family. This situation has changed Susan's family structure from, what is the answer to question 3? Definitely letter B, from nuclear family to an extended family. Question 4, which of the following factors would likely have had the least influence on Susan's decision to live with her relatives? And we know the answer for question 4. This is an easy question. It is definitely letter A, the presence of a father figure. Question 5. Which of the following actions is least likely to be a concern of adolescents in the family? And the answer to question 5 is definitely letter A, providing financial support for the home. Question 6. In the Caribbean today, fathers have accepted more responsibility for child rearing mainly because of the, and the answer to question 6 is letter D, increased in the number of working mothers. Question 7, which of the following is least likely to be important to a man and woman who are planning to start a family? And the answer to question 7 is definitely letter B, social status. Question 8, and we are going down nicely. Unemployment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for younger brothers and sisters. Which of the following problems is not likely to affect the younger children of such families? And the answer to question 8 is letter D, lack of opportunity for peer group interaction. Question 9, the type of care associated with the elderly is described as, and the answer to question 9 is letter A, geriatric care. I know you guys are getting them right. Very good, students. Question 10. Research suggests that young people are influenced to abuse illegal drugs mainly because of, and the answer to question 10 is definitely letter B, peer pressure. Question 11. Item 11 refers to the following scenario. The citizens of Garden Village are not satisfied with plans to locate a cemetery on land adjacent to the main river in their community. They formed a group to make representation to the parish council. The group the citizens form may best be described as, and the answer to question 11 is definitely C, interest group. Question 12. Identify the order in which the ancestors of Caribbean people arrived in the region. And the answer to question 12 is letter B. So we have the Amerindians arriving first, the Europeans, the East Indians, and then the Africans. Question 13. Which of the following is a characteristics of strong leader? And the answer to question 13 is, this is an easy question. It is definitely letter A, willing to make decisions. Question 14. Samuel broke one of the school rules, and the teacher gave him 250 lines to write. The action of the teacher is an example of, and if your answer to question 14 is D, letter D, sanctions, you are correct. Question 15. Which of the following may be classified as institutions? Family, education, religion. And the answer to question 15 is definitely 1, 2, and 3. Letter D. All of these can be classified as institutions. Question 16. Which of the following strategies is a political party likely to use to reach a large number of persons in the shortest possible time? And the answer to question 16 is letter C, electronic media. I know you got this one right. Question 17. A political campaign is a method used by parties to, and the answer to question 17 is, what do you think the answer is? Letter D, to encourage people to vote. Question 18. In a constitutional monarchy, the political leader of the victorious party becomes the letter A, the prime minister. Question 19. Adolescents are most likely to influence each other in a positive way when they, I know you know the answer to this question. Let me hear the answer. When they definitely become involved in guidance and counseling activities. Letter B. Question 20. Which of the following is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? And the answer to question 20 is, if your answer is C, letter C, probate of wills, you are very much correct. And I know that you students are getting the answers right. Question 21. Which of the following is not a role of trade unions? Let me give you a chance to answer this question. Which of the following is not a role of trade unions? And the answer to question 21 is, if your answer is letter B, you are definitely correct. Question 22. Which of the following countries is proportional representation used to elect the government? And the answer to question 22 is definitely A, Guyana. This is an easy one. Question 23. In the English-speaking Caribbean, the first court which hears criminal offenses is usually the, which court is it? Is it the High Court? What do you think the answer is? If your answer is letter D, the Magistrates Court, you are definitely correct. Question 25, and we are going down nicely. Caribbean countries where the Queen of England is the head of state may be described as, I know you know the answer to this question. What do you think the answer is? Caribbean countries where the Queen of England is the head of state may be described as, and if your answer is, let me hear your answer. What is the answer? Letter C, constitutional monarchies. You are definitely correct. Question 26. One main duty of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is, and the answer to question 26 is definitely A, regulate House debates. Question 27. In CARICOM countries, citizens have the right to vote. This right is called, I know you know the answer to this question, students. Letter D. Definitely letter D. Question 28. Let us go to question 28. Lack of sufficient resources to support the demands of a nation's population is known as, and the answer to question 28 is letter B, overpopulation. Question 29. Which of the following are not included in the written constitution of a country? And the answer to question 30 is, answer is to question 30. If your answer is letter A, method of taxation is not written down in the constitution of a country, you are definitely correct. All right, so students, we have come to the end of part 1 of the 2022 CSEC Social Studies Paper 1 questions. So we are going to continue part 2 in another video. So remember, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and look out for another social studies video.